Looking for a simple 2-row repeat crochet stitch that works great for blankets and other crochet projects? If you are, the shell stitch and crochet might just be the one you're looking for. The shell stitch looks great in solid colors. It looks great in variegated yarns. This is a very versatile stitch that you're going to love. I'm Rachel from Hope Corner Farm, and by day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet. And if you're ready to learn how to crochet the shell stitch, let's grab a hook and some yarn and we'll get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment, let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. For today's crochet tutorial, you're going to have to gather a few things. So first off, I'm going to use a size 4 medium weight yarn in this teal color. I am going to use a size J 6.0 millimeter crochet hook. You'll need a pair of scissors at the end to cut your work free. And at the very end, if you want, you're going to have a yarn needle to weave in your yarn tails. Today's crochet tutorial is written using US crochet terms. For today's tutorial, you're going to need to know how to chain, how to single crochet, and how to double crochet stitch. If you're a little fuzzy on these stitches or need to learn how to crochet these stitches, you can check out the description below where I have tutorials for all of those stitches. To begin, you need a multiple of 6 plus 2 when chaining to start. So what that means is you're going to chain your multiple of 6 first. So I'm going to do that. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 is my multiple of 6. Now that I have my multiple of 6, I'm going to add 2 stitches. So here's 1 chain and 2 chains. So now my chain is at 14. So again, you begin by chaining a multiple of 6, and then you add 2 after you have chained your multiple of 6. Now we're ready for row 1. So for row 1, we're going to begin by working into the second chain from the crochet hook, so 1 and 2. Now you can work into the chain however you would like, but I personally am going to put 2 parts of the chain on top and 1 on the bottom. But again, work into the chain however you normally do. So what I'm going to do is into that second chain from the crochet hook, I am going to work a single crochet stitch. Now I'm going to get into my repeat. I'm going to skip 2 chains, so here's 1 and 2 that I am skipping. Into the third chain, I am going to work 5 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets all into that same chain stitch. Now, this part might be a little difficult. You're going to have to skip 2 chains. This is still part of our repeat. This chain right here, though, sometimes can be really, really hard to see because of all those double crochets put into 1 chain. But right here, you're going to skip this chain, and into the third, you're going to place a single crochet stitch. You're going to repeat that across the row. So you're going to skip 2 chains, into the third, work 5 double crochets, and then you're going to skip 2 chains, and if you did your math right, that should take you to the end of the row where you have a single crochet in the final stitch of your row. So you're going to skip and skip, and then in the very last chain you're going to place a single crochet stitch, and that completes row 1. For row 2, you're going to begin by chaining 3 and then turning your work. Into this very first stitch right here in between my thumbs, we're going to work 2 double crochet stitches. So here's 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet stitches in that very first stitch. Now we're going to get into our repeat. We're going to skip 2 stitches, and into the third, we're going to place a single crochet stitch. Now, if you look at it, you are basically placing a single crochet stitch in the middle of those 5 double crochet stitches. So you have 2 double crochets, put the single crochet there, and then skip these 2 double crochets. But again, you skip 2 stitches, single crochet. Now, still part of the repeat, we're going to skip and skip, and into this space right here, so this is a single crochet from the previous row, into that single crochet, we're going to place 5 double crochet stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochet stitches all into that single crochet from the previous row. So for row 2, you'll continue that repeat where you skip 2 stitches, single crochet, skip 2 stitches, 5 double crochets. Now when you get to that last set of 5 double crochets that you can work for the row, you're going to skip 2 stitches, you're going to place a single crochet in the next, you're going to skip 2 stitches, and then at the very end, in the very last stitch, instead of working 5 double crochets, you are instead going to work 3 double crochets in that very last stitch. So here is 1, 2, and 3 double crochet stitches all in that last stitch. And that completes row 2. To begin row 3, you're going to begin by chaining 1 and turning your work. Into this very first stitch right here, you're going to place 1 single crochet stitch. Now we're going to get into our repeat for the row. We're going to skip 2 stitches, and into the third or into that single crochet from the previous row, we're going to place 5 double crochet stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets all in that same space. Now, as still part of the repeat, you're going to skip 2 stitches, and into the third you're going to place a single crochet stitch. Now repeat that until you get to the end of the row. The end of the row with this repeat looks like this. So you're going to skip 2 stitches, place 5 double crochets in the next, so then you're going to skip 2 stitches, and into the top of that turning chain, into that third chain, you're going to work a single crochet stitch, and that completes row 3. For the remainder of this project, you're going to continue alternating row 2 and row 3. So since I just completed a row 3, I am now doing a repeat of row 2, which is where you chain 3 and you turn, then you place 2 double crochets in that same stitch right there. Again, for the remainder of the project, you keep alternating row 2 and row 3. Now to end a project using the shell stitch, I don't do anything special. I just simply stop after whatever repeat of whatever row I like when my project gets as big as I would like it to be. And let me show you why I do that. So if you look at this small little sample I have here, my bottom has a little bit of a wave created already when I started. So that's what the bottom of my project looks like. And my top has a wave as well. So I feel like it matches better if I just stop after a repeat of either row 2 or row 3. It doesn't matter which row you end after, just simply stop whenever you would like. But again, I don't do anything special to end this crochet stitch. And that's how to shell stitch and crochet. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment. Let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. And if you're looking for another fun stitch to use with crochet blankets, you could check out my reverse crochet stitch right here. And I hope you have a wonderful day.